My pranams to all Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. Today we have gathered here for conducting Gita Jnana Yajna. Yajna is an offering. Yajna is an offering to the divine. Gita Jnana Yajna is the highest form of offering sacrifice to the divine. We do many types of pujas, many types of good activities with yajna, dana, or puja. Of all these pujas, yajnas, the highest form of yajna is Jnana Yajna. Yajna is a purification process. Yajna is an offering. Yajna is a sacrifice. For getting anything in life, you need to offer something. Suppose a boy wants to get good marks in his examination, he has to offer his time. He has to sacrifice his time. Similarly, if you have to attain the highest supreme reality, God in our life, we need to offer something. We need to sacrifice something. What is that we have to offer? It is our small nature, our ego, which we have to offer. Ego we have to sacrifice. Jnana Yajna is the highest possible, the best way by which your ego, we can offer our ego in the fire of Jnana to attain the supreme reality. That's why this Yajna is most auspicious. Okay, it brings auspiciousness to all those who are participating in this Yajna. May all the organizers of the Yajna, may all those people who participate in this Yajna have health, wealth, peace of mind, clarity, then the highest aspect of life, mukti, by participating in this Yajna. What is Gita Jnana Yajna? Bhagavad Gita is a teaching of Sri Krishna Bhagavan. Bhagavad Gita is a part of the epic called Mahabharata. Mahabharata, as we know, is a story of Pandavas and Kauravas fighting for power, fighting for dharma or righteousness. Mahabharata, the epic Mahabharata written by Vedavyasa Maharshi, has 1 lakh slokas, 100,000 slokas plus slokas. Bhagavad Gita is a small text in that, about 700 slokas in Mahabharata. What is the theme of Mahabharata? The theme of Mahabharata is the play of human egos, the play of different characters. Mahabharata has variety of characters. Somebody is seeking power, somebody is cunning, somebody is fighting for power, somebody is fighting for justice, somebody is fighting for, somebody is righteous, somebody is wise. And play of all these characters is called Mahabharata. Whatever characters are there in Mahabharata, we can find in our day-to-day life. Maybe in our own life or maybe in people around us, we can find those characters. Mahabharata, in other words, is a psychodrama, a psychological play. It's a it's a huge epic. Okay, whatever is there in Mahabharata, whatever characters are there in Mahabharata, those characters are found in society, and whatever characters are in society, they are in Mahabharata. In a sense, Mahabharata represents the human society in totality. So why did Vyasa Maharshi write Mahabharata and add Bhagavad Gita? Mahabharata is a fight, a turmoil. Okay, fight for power, fight for righteousness, fight for survival, fight for many things. Human life is like that. Human life is a struggle. Human life is a fight. In that fight, we'll get hurt, we'll get angry, we'll get disillusion, we'll get upset, we'll get elated. So many things happens to us. Sri Vyasa Maharshi has included Bhagavad Gita in the Mahabharata to tell you, in spite of all melodrama of human life, in spite of all psychological play in human life, there's a possible upliftment. There's a possible way in which you can attain higher consciousness. And that message is Bhagavad Gita. Entire Mahabharata forms the background, and Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Mahabharata. What is then Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a teaching of Sri Krishna to Arjuna, but it's not a new teaching. Sri Krishna summarizes the teaching of all Upanishads in Bhagavad Gita. Upanishads are the greatest teaching or greatest realizations of our rishis, spiritual wisdom of our rishis, embedded as a part of Vedic literature. Upanishads form the last part of each Vedic literature: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. The Upanishads are a collection of wisdom of various rishis, how they realized the supreme truth in their life. In other words, Upanishads form the essence of Vedas, the realization of truth. By listening to the Upanishads, by reading Upanishads, by understanding, by contemplating Upanishads, we also will have the same experience, same realization what rishis had. That is the beauty of Upanishads. Upanishads are many. Some say it's 100, some say it's more than that. But most of the acharyas, Sri Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, Sri Madhvacharya, all of them have written commentary on 10 major Upanishads. Bhagavad Gita takes this cream out of these Upanishads and presents the thoughts in a very, very logical order so that we can understand the essence of the teaching of Upanishads and we'll have spiritual wisdom in our life. What is that spiritual wisdom? We know so many things in life. We know science, engineering, mathematics, physics, chemistry. But there's one thing which we don't know. That's about ourselves. We know something about ourselves, but always it's second-hand information. We know about ourselves by from others. Based on what others think of us, we know something about us. But we don't have a direct knowledge of our own self. Our knowledge of ourselves is always second-hand. In other words, we have ignorance of our true nature. Bhagavad Gita tries to remove this ignorance. If ignorance is gone, what is there? Ignorance is because of our second-hand knowledge of ourselves, we believe that we are a body, mind, and intellect. Bhagavad Gita teaches us that you are not a body, you are not a mind, you are not intellect, you are pure consciousness. Nanu nanembudu nanalla, ideha manabuddhi nanalla, sachidanandatma shivanannane, shivoham. This is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So what is the result of this teaching? The result of this teaching is the ignorance will be gone. When the ignorance is gone, we realize that I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, but I'm pure consciousness. I'm one with the supreme reality. I'm one with Bhagavan. So this is most purifying. And this knowledge will free us, will burn out all the karma in our life, will remove all the karmic impressions. And what is the effect of removal of karmic impressions? The karmic impressions cause us, make us to take birth after birth to experience the karma. And in every birth we create more karmic impressions, and this process continues. When the karmic impressions stop, the repeated cycle of birth and death, what you call punarapi jaranam, puranapi maranam, that stops. In other words, the message of Bhagavad Gita bestows us mukti or liberation from the cycle of birth and death. The essential teaching of Bhagavad Gita can be summarized in the 3 words of Upanishad, the Mahavakya Upanishad. of Upanishads, Tattvamasi, that you are. That is supreme reality, Brahman, Bhagavan. You are that Tat. Asi means that. Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi is the message of all Upanishads. The teaching of Bhagavad Gita is Tattvamasi. First six chapter of Bhagavad Gita refer to you. Tell about you. Second six chapter of Bhagavad Gita tell about Bhagavan or supreme reality. Third six chapter of Bhagavad Gita indicate how they are related, supreme reality and you. So thus, first three chapters, first six chapter of Bhagavad Gita refer to Tvam. Second six chapter refer to Tat. Third set of six chapters refer to Asi. Tattvamasi is the message of Bhagavad Gita. By study of Bhagavad Gita, our ignorance will be gone, and once the ignorance is gone, the truth shines. Truth of our inner self. Truth that I'm not the body, mind, or intellect, but I'm pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is God. In other words, you are of the nature of God. But what you believe as your body, mind, and intellect is not true. So this is the message of Bhagavad Gita. There is no other message, there is no other scripture as auspicious as Bhagavad Gita. Listening to Bhagavad Gita is purifying. Teaching to Bhagavad Gita is purifying. And taking the message of Sri Krishna is purifying. May all of us participate in this Jnana Yajna, purify ourselves, and become free from all karmic impressions and attain highest goal of spiritual life, Atma Jnana, Mukti. The message of Bhagavad Gita is twofold, Jnana and Karma. This Jnana is about Atma Jnana, self-knowledge. This self-knowledge is called Atma Jnana, and Atma Jnana leads to Brahma Jnana, knowledge about the God. That's why Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. The knowledge of Brahman is knowledge of truth. So this knowledge is called Atma Jnana, and knowledge of self-knowledge, and self-knowledge leads to Brahma Jnana, knowledge of supreme reality. So that's why Bhagavad Gita teaches us the Brahma Vidya. The second aspect of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita is karma. How to reach the stage? For attaining Brahma Jnana, we need to purify our mind. We need to be pure in our action, thoughts, deeds, and in this purification is required before one acquires the knowledge of the self-reality, self. So Bhagavad Gita prepares us to the teaching of karma. So in other words, the essence of Bhagavad Gita is to Jnana and Karma. Jnana is Brahma Vidya Jnana, Karma is Karma Yoga, action, how we should perform actions in our life. May all of us understand the message of Bhagavad Gita, participate in this Jnana Yajna, purify ourselves through Karma, Karma Yoga, and attain the Brahma Vidya, supreme knowledge, so that we all become free from all karmic impressions and become liberated in this life, Jivan Muktas.